HATIM TAI and poor woodcutter. Hundreds of years ago, a man named HATIM was born in a tribe in Arabia. He was so generous that the stories of his generosity were known all over the world. Whoever came to his door got his needs fulfilled. It is said that he was very fond of one of his horses. The horse was also loyal to his master. One day, some guests came to his house around midnight. Coincidentally, at that time, HATIM had nothing to invite his guests. It was also very difficult to manage at night. HATIM TAI slaughtered his favorite horse and invited the guests and kept a hospitality lodge. Once he invited the Arab chiefs. On that day 40 camels were slaughtered. The conversation started about HATIM TAI's generosity. A chief said, "An empty heart like HATIM has not been born and will never be born. Why should this question not be asked to HATIM?" A chief said. So HATIM was asked that he saw a more tough and great person than himself. HATIM bowed his head and thought for a long time and then smiled and said, "The name of giving away a lot of wealth is not generosity. To me, a generous and great person is the one who, for his own greatest benefit, do not accept even a small favor." I saw in my life a person whose heart was bigger than mine. He must be the king of a country, who will have a huge treasure. The chieftain said back, "No friends, no such thing." HATIM TAI answered, he was a woodcutter. All the chiefs saw a host in surprise. Then HATIM said, "One day I invited the whole city. After feeding the guests, I went to the forest. Went out. There I saw an old man. He was carrying a heavy bundle of wood on his head, the weight of which was bending his back. His tattered old clothes were soaked in sweat. I felt sorry for him. Kar decided to help him and said, "Babaji, I want to talk to you a few times." Saying this, I extended my hands to remove the burden from his head, but he immediately retreated. Then he placed his load on the ground and said, "Man should carry his own burden. Riding on people's shoulders is only taken to the grave." "But Babaji, why are you working so hard at this age?" "Then what should I do?" asked the jealous woodcutter with a smile. "HATIM TAI lives in your city. He feeds hundreds of people every day. Why don't you go to his door?" After hearing this, the woodcutter stared at me and said very indifferently, "HATIM has 2 hands. God has also given me 2 hands. What a shame to eat the bread earned by him. By taking someone's favor, better to carry a pile of dead wood on my head." All the chiefs looked at HATIM in surprise and HATIM said, "That poor man had a bigger heart than me." Dear children, it is honorable to earn livelihood with your own hands instead of depending on others.